morning and happy Tuesday. A huge thank you this morning to KC Security for sponsoring the show. We always appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us.
We always get in poop because we never remember to do that at the beginning of the show. So today we're off to a good start already.
Right off the bat.
I remembered to get the espresso for you today.
Yes, it's so delish.
See,
so good.
The only difference between me and her drinking it is she's still drinking it, and I absolutely slammed it before we came on, and I can feel it pulsating through me right now. So I'm ready for another great show, Lou.
It's a good hardcore cup of coffee, I have to say, and I like strong coffee, so this is like ideal. I've discovered a newbie. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have more of that.
See, the thing with me is I still like my coffee with training wheels, as I like to call it. Because I drink French vanilla, so it's like just a bunch of sugar poured in the coffee. It just really, so I put the espresso in that.
Oh,
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But our director Mike was telling me he's got like a Keurig cup, like a K-cup of the world's
I saw that thing.
Self-proclaimed strongest coffee, so I feel like we have to try that for tomorrow then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn myself out by the end of this week, but I'm gonna
be just
love
smoking
every second of it though. Every second of it.
Were you happy about all the rain this morning?
I kind of liked waking up to the rain.
You do?
I like listening to the rain when I wake up.
Yeah.
It's like, kind of like a cozy feeling.
I like it, but I like to be able to stay in bed to continue to listen.
Nope, gotta get up bright and early.
And my first thought was, oh my gosh, my hair today. It's raining, my hair's gonna be a mess.
Just umbrella.
Yeah. Did you worry about your hair?
I was so worried, Lou.
Yeah, you couldn't sleep anymore.
No, I couldn't. I was just like, well, I gotta get out of bed now. It's 5 in the morning. And it's like,
I gotta do my hair.
You should have seen me run full speed to the car on my third espresso of the day already.
Running around the car.
Yeah.
Deking all the raindrops.
Yeah, I was about to say I ran so fast I didn't even get wet.
You're such an A-dog. Hey, VMAs last night.
Okay.
Did you watch?
Of course not.
No, I didn't either, but boy, oh boy, it was monstrous. Taylor Swift opened the show.
Okay.
Apparently she was...
terrible? Oh.
Perfection.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably Tim that said that, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I actually watched some videos about the show this morning after I did the news, and she just... And then she won.
Did she absolutely kill it? Did she sound good?
She sounded really good.
Good for you, Taylor.
And she looks awesome always, right? She won the video of the year for You Need to Calm Down. I love that title.
She knew I was drinking my coffee this morning. All righty, Taylor.
She saw you in the parking lot running around your car.
All righty, Taylor.
Crazed dog.
Yeah, the crazed A-dog, right? Taylor, okay, I see this is a sign from you to me. I'll try to keep that into account for tomorrow morning.
Just chill. Probably the sexiest moment came from Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello.
Okay.
They performed Señorita, which is a song that they co-did. And it was...
steamy.
Poof!
Was it?
Yeah. And they are going out together. So even more so, people are just like, oh my God, they're going to kiss. They're going to kiss. They're going to do it.
And they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Come on.
Yeah. But
Can't give them everything. Can't give them everything.
You don't have to kiss to be like sexy. These two?
Well, thank goodness, because I don't kiss.
And tell. And then he surprised everybody and did If I Can't Have You, his rendition, and he killed it, apparently.
Knocked out of the park?
Yeah, and nobody expected it.
Good old Canadian boy, keep your heads up.
Yeah, put the puck in the net, good for you.
She gets it, she gets it. Don Cherry who?
Yeah, right. Lizzo, do you know Lizzo?
I do know Lizzo.
Yeah, I don't know about her music much, but she says, I was hammered.
That's not where I thought that was going.
Yeah, no?
No, not at all.
She said she was just drinking tequila like it was water before she performed, so...
Really?
I guess that's one way to do the nerves.
I think, I don't know if it was you and Tim or if it was Tim and I that went through and we compared Katy Perry's Dark Horse to a Lecrae song, was it, Jacob?
Oh.
And they sounded very similar, and Katy Perry was under a bunch of fire.
Yes.
Lizzo stole another song that was super popular a couple years ago. It was called Black Beatles. Nobody's paying any attention to it. Nobody cares. Every time I say it to somebody, they go, oh my God, I can hear it. Yeah, I don't know. Look into it. Lizzo's. What's her most popular song, Jacob? Do you know what it is? You could have had a. I can't say the words.
Everybody needs somebody to love. Is that hers?
No, her choice of words is a little bit different. That's for sure. A little
bit stronger, perhaps.
Yes. No way. Somebody actually put this together already.
Wow.
If you can go on your spare time and listen to these two songs side by side, tell me they aren't the same song. Lizzo,
really?
Get your own stuff.
Lizzo.
Exposed
and you know what? It's
on
really,
the morning show.
Yeah, it's too bad because Katy Perry got dinged financially.
Yep, but it's just whatever the public decides to go, I'm not liking Katy Perry today. Let's scrutinize her.
One of the big competitions last night, too, was between Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande. They were both nominated for 10 awards. Yeah. So Video of the Year went to Taylor, as I mentioned. Artist of the Year, Cardi B. Song, Little Nas. Remember this one?
Oh, no
featuring
way.
Billy Ray Cyrus, Old Town Road.
Okay. It had to be, though, right? It had to be that song.
He introduced me to this song. He said to me, so do you think this is a rap song? Because Little Nas X is a rapper. Billy Ray Cyrus is a used to be country star. I find it's very country, but you know what? After I heard it, I could not stop listening to that thing.
That surprised me so much.
I know, you were just like, you like that? Tim too came back from holidays. He was like, what are you listening to?
Lucia's jamming out. She comes in with like big chains now and the boombox over. She's completely different. I don't know what I've done to her.
And I do this.
There's Cardi B now too. I can't believe she won. What was it? Artist of the Year?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I feel like there's a lot of other people worthy of that.
Best collab, Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello, of course, for Senorita.
How could it not be Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus, though?
Right?
The best collab?
It would have been for sure if they kissed. Right?
So much tension there.
Ooh! Best pop went to Jonas Brothers, Sucker.
Okay.
And best collab was, as I mentioned, Cabello and Mendes. And best hip-hop, Cardi B for Money. So, another big thing at the MBAs last night. VMAs, I'm sorry.
Is this a secret? Is this like a...
Yes. Miley Cyrus was there.
Miley Cyrus was there. Don't tell anybody. What?
She performed her very latest.
She did what?
I know. Song. She performed a song. Because you never know what she's going to do, right?
Oh well, isn't that true?
This is her, as of 2 days prior, she was saying, yeah.
Is that her last night?
Yeah,
or is
that's
that just
her last night.
Okay.
Yeah, she forgot to wash
her bangs hair.
Yeah, and she
looks like she stole Post Malone's hair.
Yeah, a little bit. So they're as of 2 days before, she was like, yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not going. I'm not doing it. Well, she did it, and apparently they shot it in black and white because it's a breakup song, and it's called Slide Away. And she also took the opportunity to show off her new tattoo, and the tattoo says right here.
Okay.
Easy. My head was feeling scared, but my heart was feeling free. She's so deep.
So deep.
Isn't she?
That's going to be tattooed on every 16-year-old white girl that gets to be able to get a tattoo way too early.
Absolutely.
Right beside the anchor.
Yeah. And mama. And she went to the VMAs.
Right. Did she just go, no, I can't be bothered, just for people to go, no, please.
Too upset because she just got, and he filed for divorce.
How much money?
She showed up with Caitlyn at the VMAs.
How much money do they get to perform at the VMAs?
I don't know.
Probably a sizable amount of money.
I'm thinking. Also, I don't know how she was able to hold that microphone. Her arm must have been sore. That was a brand new tat. And those rings and bracelets she was wearing, I'd be like, seriously. But that's why she's got guns.
When I'm out reporting and I'm holding the microphone for 2 minutes, I'm just I'm trying to support it with my other arm, just holy, just please stop talking, please stop talking, please stop talking.
And you work out like a beast, so if you can say that.
Yeah, Lou, let's go with that. Let's go with that for sure. Yeah.
You do work out.
No, my workout regimen is to drink as much espresso as possible, to just keep moving for an hour and then
That gets your heart cardio going.
That's all the cardio I need. That's
There
it.
you go. Awesome. Who's on the show today?
We have Sarah McDonald coming in from Sault Serge. It's the Sault's competitive swimming team. Their new season's up ahead, so they want to get their message out about what's coming up. And I wouldn't want to keep that message away from you guys. So let's hurry up, go to commercial break so we can get you back talking about it. See you right after that.
Have a great business idea but don't know where to start? Need help taking your business to the next level? C2C Business Services can be your guide in navigating the path of entrepreneurship, with services ranging from grant funding support, access to service experts, market information, and helping your business adopt new technologies to create and foster a culture of innovation for ongoing success. Call C2C Business Services and let them be your first step in taking your entrepreneurial dreams from concept to commerce. C2C Business Services is a division of the Sault Ste. Marie Innovation Center.
Now, Sault Ste. Marie is known for producing a lot of athletes in hockey and even some in football and things like that. But I had no idea how much talent's actually coming out of the pool from Sault Ste. Marie. So we have Sarah McDonald in from Sault Serge. Sarah, how are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. I can't wait to actually, pardon the pun, dive into this. I didn't even realize it as soon as I said it. So Sarah, tell me quickly about how you actually got involved with Sault Serge here in Sault Ste. Marie.
You know, I've been coaching for a long, long time, and a job posting came up last fall for the head coach position here in town. So I applied for it, and lo and behold, here I am as of January.
Right, and where do you actually come from, and how did you get involved into coaching and swimming specifically?
I grew up in northern Manitoba. I'm from Thompson, Manitoba.
So a little bit of a drive.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, my dad actually was born and raised here, though, so I have a lot of roots here. So I grew up swimming and coaching in Thompson, and then ended up moving to the West Coast, and then now I'm here in Ontario.
Now, did you swim yourself competitively at a younger age?
I did, yeah.
And when did coaching become something that you were thinking, hey, maybe that's something I want to get involved with?
I started coaching when I was 14. Our club was really, really small, so there was always a lot of crossover, especially when you got older. They would often ask swimmers to go and coach.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So now in Sault Ste. Marie, what sorts of things have you been doing to adjust? You said you've been with the team since January, so what's been the biggest adjustment now coaching? Would it be a larger scale team than what you were doing before?
A little bit. So the team that I'm coaching now, Sault Serge, is actually pretty similar to the team that I was coaching prior to moving here.
Okay.
So, but I'm working with older kids now. So it's been an adjustment largely because I arrived in the middle of the season, but it's been an exciting new challenge for me, and I think that the team's really come together and we've had a really good year.
Right, and I was looking at some of the the workout regimen for you guys. 13 hours a week in the pool plus dry land. Oh my goodness, I would be dead after one day. My hat would be thrown in. But for some of the athletes you have, 3 of them are going to Division I schools in the States. Nuts, right? When I think of sports in Sault Ste. Marie, my mind obviously goes to hockey, football right after. But I mean, the way that this is going, swimming is going to quickly rise to that as well.
Oh, I think we're already there.
Right?
And we have been. There's a long, long history of really excellent swimming here.
And hopefully we can keep this going too. But can you tell us a little bit about some of the athletes that are actually making the trek over to the NCAA? Because for me, I'm nerding out over it. That's too cool. That is way too cool.
You know, we've got 2 breaststrokers who just signed. One of them gave a verbal commit. Actually, 2 of them gave gave verbal commitments.
Okay.
One to Marshall from the movie We Are Marshall.
Oh, no
and then,
way.
another
Okay.
one to Michigan State University. So
And that's a
they're
big
gonna,
one, of course.
Absolutely, yeah. So they're going to be adding like a lot of value to those teams. And then we had a recent graduate of St. Mary's Collegiate here in town. She's going to be heading to New Jersey to Rider University this fall. So the other two have got another year of high school yet,
Okay.
but she's like right in there.
She's going right away.
Yeah.
Now, for these swimmers, obviously a lot of work goes into it. 13 hours a week plus your dry land. But this goes for 11 months of the year, correct? That's your season.
Yeah, if they're competing at a really high level, it's 11 months. They basically only get August off.
So this is a sport, obviously, for athletes that pedal to the metal, want to keep going.
Yeah.
But your season starts very, very soon, and registration's actually taking place, correct?
Yes.
So do you want to tell us a little bit about that? I know that an event's coming up, 5 to 7 at the John Rhodes. You said, was this tomorrow?
It's tomorrow afternoon, yeah.
Perfect. And what's going to be happening there?
So our club takes everybody. We're not just producing collegiate athletes, right?
If you want to do this recreationally as well, you could as well.
Yeah, definitely. From age 7 to 700, right?
Wow, okay.
So tomorrow afternoon, if you're interested in swimming, then you can show up to John Rhodes between 5 and 7 p.m. Kids as young as 7, bring them with the bathing suit. We can assess their skills and get you sorted out to register for our club.
And if swimming keeps you in good enough shape to be 700 years old, this is probably a pretty good sport for your overall health.
Exactly.
Now, is this intimidating at all for new swimmers when they come and they see these high-level athletes? What kind of things do you do to make them say, hey, you don't have to be that super high-level athlete quite yet? What sorts of things do you do to transition somebody from beginner to maybe a little bit more competitive?
Everything's scaled, right? So it's not like you're going to be 7 years old swimming 13 hours a week. That's a part-time job. I think we'd have some labor law violations there.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Eh?
So, they're swimming twice a week, 45 minutes each time.
Okay.
When they're competing, they're maybe doing one length of the pool. They're maybe doing it on a kickboard like you see in our image back here.
Okay,
So
for sure.
we make it fun, and we make it a little bit easier when you're just first joining.
And what are some of the things that parents or maybe even kids are saying after doing it for a year? Are a lot of them like, hey, this was way cooler than I ever thought it could be? Or
I hope so.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I mean, so far the program's doing pretty well
Yeah.
for itself. So what other sorts of things happen in that full calendar year? Because for 11 months, there's got to be quite a few competitions. Where do they take place?
A few of them take place here in town. We often go to Sudbury. They have a 50-meter pool in Sudbury. So that's
How big is this pool here?
Ours is 25 meters, so it's
Okay.
a short course pool. Sudbury has a long course pool, so we go there quite a bit because we can do whatever races we want there,
Right.
essentially.
Is 50 feet Olympic sized?
50 meters, yes.
50
it is.
meters, excuse me, yes.
So when you watch the Olympics, or this summer, if you watch the Pan Am Games, or if you watched Worlds, they were swimming in a 50-meter pool.
So when maybe the top tier athletes that we have here, when they compete, are they doing it at the Olympic sized pool then?
It depends. So the
Okay.
beginning of the season, the fall and part of the winter, we typically just compete in short course pools, so 25 meters long, but then after that we transition into the long course stuff.
Okay, no way, okay.
Yeah.
So with Serge now, what sorts of things are you guys looking to do to continue the growth of this program? Because I love the branding too. The purple, by the way, that's a terrific logo.
It's sharp, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really nice. But for you, you've been here since January. What changes have you seen since the start, and what sorts of things do you want to keep doing with this program?
You know what? Our big thing right now is just we want those younger kids in, right? Right now we've got so many teenagers who are doing incredible things, and we want to see that continue.
Right.
But we can only continue seeing that if we get the kids in young and keep them.
Yes.
You know?
So if there's a parent at home watching this and they say, hey, my kid is 7 years old, this kind of sounds something interesting. What would you tell them to say, hey, you know what, this is actually something you should definitely look into. Look into your soccer, look into your football, but keep swimming in mind as well.
This is the best way to improve your swimming. You learn to swim at the pool doing like swimming lessons, but if you want to get really good at swimming, you join a swim team.
Okay. Yes, of course. Well, that's where you're going to be with like-minded individuals that all want to improve as well. What's the youngest you've seen actually come into the swimming program?
Here in town, we do actually have a rule that they have to be 7, just because of some pool regulations that we have here in the Sault.
Right.
But at other clubs I've worked at, like we've got kids joining as young as 3 and stuff like that. So they're kind of old.
Yeah, I was going to say, do they have to pass even like a test to join the search, just to say like, hey, they're going to be able to swim and hold their own?
So when you go to the facility just for public swim, they do like a swim test with the kids to see if they're okay to swim on their own in the deep end. That's essentially our joining test. You've got to be able to swim across the pool widthwise.
Right. And when it comes to the registration event, what sorts of things will they be actually doing the day of the event?
You know, we're mostly just running assessments tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll have some of our parent volunteers in the lobby.
That looks like it's up on the screen right now.
It is, yeah.
So that's everything that they'll need to know. When does the season actually start?
September 16th, that is our first day.
Right, and does the free 2-week trial start before that? Before the season?
No, you can do a free 2-week trial at any point in the season.
Oh my goodness, no way.
Yeah.
So if a kid just decides, hey, you know what, I actually want to try it, they don't have to throw X amount of dollars at it.
Yeah, we're not asking for your money and your year-long commitment right off the bat. If you want to try it out for 2 weeks, absolutely anytime, just let us know.
This is too cool. Producing the high-level athletes and just doing it for the recreation of it, the competitiveness of it. Anybody who joins us can kind of do what they want at this point, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, Sarah,
we want you all.
She wants you all, and I just want to say thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, no problem.
It's always awesome to see how Sault sports are just thriving, and with new programs, like I said, with that look. Amazing. It's great to see as well. So Sarah, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for staying tuned, and we'll be back after this.
Housed in a 15,000 square foot custom manufacturing facility built to produce world-class cabinetry at surprisingly affordable prices, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry brings your project from initial concept to final design. Proudly providing Northern Michigan and the Algoma region with quality hand-built cabinetry for the past 20 years. Located at 844 East 3 Mile Road, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry, making your cabinetry dreams come true.
My name is Clement. I am 17. I do have a little brother. He is 5 years younger than me, and despite the fact that we're both blind, we're just normal kids. Sibling rivalries and fights and arguments. Sometimes we play games together, yeah. I find most people tend to have this perception of blindness as a huge physical handicap.
Incoming!
Which it isn't.
CNIB, seeing beyond vision loss.
Lou, when I was with Tim, I had to tell him how much I love my dumb criminal stories.
Oh, really?
And it doesn't stop there.
I love them too. Sometimes you gotta go, what?
Sometimes it's just like, I mean, you're a criminal, so obviously you're probably not the smartest to begin with.
Right.
But really, you're putting it on a silver platter for them. A driver in Abbotsford, he was drunk. So he's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to get out. I'm going to hail down this taxi. And he goes, get me out of here, buddy. Cops are everywhere. Well, it was a cop car. So he just walked into the back of a cop car and they took him straight to the station.
What a doofus.
Right?
Oh my God.
It's just like,
You know, you're too hammered when.
Now this one was a little bit more, not as funny, a little bit more kind of messed up. James DiNardo, he's from Connecticut, and he got himself 2 new guns. What better way to test them than at a 6 p.m. kids softball game, firing it into the field beside them?
What?
Yep.
That's why people should not carry guns.
He's been charged with unlawful discharge of a firearm, interfering with police, 50 counts of first-degree reckless endangerment, and 22 counts of risk of injury. Why were there people?
Oh my gosh.
Like,
seriously, those who advocate for gun rights? Perfect example.
and this could have turned real sour real fast because the cops approached the car. And like, hey, put your hands up. And,
Right.
and he wasn't really feeling like putting his hands up. They demanded it a second time. He put his hands up, loaded gun right on his lap, empty mini vodka bottles in the back seat.
Awesome. Good combo.
James DiNardo.
Yeah.
I got another finger I want to show you, buddy.
Yeah,
but can't do that on
seriously.
TV.
You know what? That's a perfect example, like I said, of people who really should not have guns. Maybe make it a little bit more difficult for people to get their hands on some guns.
Yes.
Because people who say, well, you know, guns don't kill, people do.
Crazy
Yeah.
people kill people.
But you know what? Crazy people have access to guns. So yeah, if they don't have an access to the gun, then they won't shoot somebody.
But he was just testing it. He
Yeah,
wasn't trying to
it's
shoot
just, oh,
anybody.
come on.
Just a couple kids. I'm gonna hit them.
Yeah, I'm good, because I'm so brilliant. You know what? I wanted to let everybody know that we've gotten word this morning that all the phones are out at City Hall.
Oh, I can't hear anything. Never mind. I don't have an earpiece. Phones are down.
Phones are down. Yeah, so if you have to get a hold of somebody at City Hall, for some reason, all the phones are down.
Shoot them an email.
Yeah, throw them an email, and because they're still there working hard for us. Absolutely.
They better be.
They better be. You were telling me about a V something before we went
VR.
to
So
VR.
I've been thinking, in light of
watch him. Tell this.
In light of National Just Because Day, I'm thinking about splurging a little bit, getting myself a handy dandy PlayStation VR because I think it's the coolest thing. My friend Owen has let me try it, and it's one of those like immersive like headsets, and you get the headphones on.
I've seen those.
Yeah, so one of those. And it's just amazing. I was Spider-Man. I literally picked up the mask off my desk, put it on my face, and I was just swinging through the city, jumping off skyscrapers. And the first time I put it on, my friend gave it to me after he tried, and Spider-Man's like stuck to the side of a building. So I put it on, just,
That's gotta feel weird.
Yeah, another friend tried it for the first time, Mitch, and like it's a little disorienting because you're expecting that to move your body with it, and you just see him. Yeah, that's the game right there. So that's what it looks like in the game. That's all you see. You have a headset on, and you're looking like you can see down on the streets. You can go up on the buildings.
So do you physically react to that? Like,
yeah.
like you know how sometimes when there's like speed, your stomach kind of heaves a little bit?
Right, like at first it's kind of weird because you have to tell your body you don't need to counterbalance. Like when you're swinging, you don't need to move your body at all, right?
Right.
So at first you're kind of like trying to not to fall over. You're trying to find your balance with it. I was seeing my friend Mitch, who was playing it last night too. Whenever he would go on a building, he would just and he would breathe really heavy. It is crazy. If I ever can figure out a way, I will bring it in, set it up, because I would love.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
So when I splurge and I get it, if I can figure out a way to get it so you guys can see it as well at home, I would love
be great.
to see
I would
Lou.
love that.
Oh my goodness.
I would just love to watch you play it.
I would love to see me play it after a couple drinks, because then I feel like I'm gonna fall over, yank the whole thing off the table.
You don't even have to have those things on after you've had a couple of drinks.
Oh, I'm Spider-Man. I can go off this building. I can do it.
Spider-Man push you.
Yes.
We have news coming up with.
What a segue.
What a segue. We have news coming up right after this. Stay tuned.
I love women. I love older women, professional women, stay-at-home moms. I love how women put the family first. I love how you're so concerned that I'll get to your husband. You have no idea that I'm coming after you.
Make death wait. Please donate to fund life-giving research, because heart disease and stroke is the #1 killer of women.
Hey folks, hey listen, the SPCA's got something going. I think it's terrific. No hot pets, that's what it's called. You know what it's for? It's for dummies that leave their pets in the car. If you see this and you're walking by and you see a pet in a hot car roasting away, the windows up, you call the police or call the SPCA and they'll have somebody there quick. Don't let our pets die in the car. Get involved.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.
So I hung my head and I cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
City police have determined they do not suspect any foul play or criminality in the death of a male whose body was found on Breton Road. The body was discovered on Sunday and a post-mortem was completed yesterday. At the end of June, Superior East OPP responded to a call of human remains found along Highway 17 in the township of Rabazo. The remains have now been identified as 32-year-old Devin Collin from Sudbury. The investigation has revealed his death to be a homicide. The victim was last seen on May 29th, and police are asking anyone who may have information to contact them. The federal government is giving Ontario $54 million over the next 3 years to combat illegal gun and gang activity, with the funds earmarked for specialized prosecutors, policing projects, and intelligence gathering efforts in jails. Federal Crime Reduction Minister Bill Blair, who made the announcement yesterday, said the funding is aimed at preventing further violence. The province said it will use the cash to expand a dedicated team of firearms bail prosecutors in Peel region and to establish a guns and gangs fund for policing projects in the Greater Toronto area and the Greater Golden Horseshoe region, which stretches from the Niagara region to the Durham region. It will also use the funds to create a new guns and gangs team in Eastern Ontario that will be made up of 4 assistant Crown attorneys working with Ottawa Police. Ontario Attorney General Doug Downey said the money will also be used to increase intelligence gathering in jails and to support victims of human trafficking.
It's up to the leaders of all G7 countries to work together not only to avoid economic hardship, but to build a global economy that doesn't leave anyone behind and creates real jobs and real opportunities for people.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau ramped up the G7 meetings with a pledge to spend $15 million and the use of Canadian water bombers to fight the wildfires currently ravaging the Amazon rainforest. Trudeau also spoke on modernizing World Trade Organization rules and Canada's opposition to Russia being reintegrated into the G7.
I also made clear that Canada does not support Russia's reintegration to the G7. Today, alongside other G7 countries, Canada is stepping up to fight the fires in the Amazon. Canada is offering to help by sending water bombers, as well as a financial contribution of $15 million. You cannot have a plan for the future of the economy unless you also have a plan to fight climate change. Now, the President and even some Conservative politicians at home seem to disagree with us on that, but I'm very much looking forward to the election in which we get to have this conversation with Canadians. Everyone around the table at the G7, indeed most of our partners around the world.
President, you expect to host at the Doral Golf Course, the G7?
Yeah, it's seeming to set up the best. It's close to the, we haven't made a final decision, but it's right next to the airport, right there, meaning, a few minutes away. It's a great place.
Well, it certainly doesn't look very good at all. I mean, the president hasn't really cut ties the way that most candidates do, or even presidents do, with their economic dealings.
A political scientist in Washington says President Donald Trump's suggestion that next year's G7 summit be held at one of his resorts raises concerns under the Constitution.
They love the location of the hotel, and they also like the fact that it's right next to the airport for convenience.
Well, these were one of the biggest concerns of the founders of the Constitution. They did not want anybody to be bought off by many of the different kings and princes of Europe, who were always looking to try to find leverage in the New World. And so trying to figure out if somebody can take advantage of our most powerful government in the entire world, that's a bit concerning.
And it's Miami. Doral, Miami, so it's a great area.
This has been an absolute total cut from the past in terms of process. Now, the president has tried to talk it up a big game, saying that he has no interest, that he's actually losing money. That's actually not the case, and that his sons are running the show. But that's sort of like the mob boss mentality, where the mob boss, as Michael Cohen said when he was testifying before Congress, President Trump doesn't tell you what you need to do, you just sort of understand it. And I think a lot of people think he's governing in that sort of way.
What will your last 10 years look like? Will you be quick enough for a game of tag with your grandchild? Strong enough to embrace every moment? Will you grow old with vitality? Or get old with disease? It's time to decide. The average Canadian will spend their last 10 years in sickness. Change your future at makehealthlast.ca.
If you're struggling with thoughts of suicide, there is hope and there is help. You matter. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The calls are free and confidential. Call 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. You are not alone.
I understand that you're a Star Wars fan.
Pretty sizable Star Wars fan.
Yeah?
I would say a very big, a large, a fanatic, some might even say.
Really? Do you have the dolls?
No. I had a lot of Legos though. I had a lot of Legos.
They're not called dolls either.
No, they're not. They're called action figures. They have 16 points of amusement, 16 points of being able to move them. That's not a doll, Luann. That's a collector's item.
16 points? That's a collector's item that you can't ever take out of the box or touch or play with.
Seriously? Now you understand? Gosh. Some people, am I right?
The reason I'm asking.
Yeah, see? Those look like dolls.
Oh, yeah. They're dolls.
They do look like dolls, actually. They
yeah,
do
look at the guy in the red cape over there. That's a nice dress he's wearing. I bet you'd like to have a night. Never mind. I'm asking because people apparently... Don't you love me? People apparently are not happy with the new C-3PO. C-3PO? Yeah. Apparently, this new character for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, his eyes are red.
And I haven't seen this, so I really hope Mike's fingers are typing away as fast as possible to search up photos of it.
I saw a picture this morning online, and it looks like he's the devil. But I know he can't be the devil because he doesn't have a soul.
Well, it's true. He's a robot.
He's a robot,
right?
So he's soulless. So he can't be the devil. He can't be an angel either.
I don't remember anything happening in the last movie that would prompt him to change his eyes.
I don't get it. I don't understand why. Like, honest to goodness, he looks like they're huge. Like, look at him. Right? He looks like he's bleeding from the head.
What the?
What were they like before?
You know what it is, Lou?
What?
I think this is the first Star Wars movie where weed's legal.
He's just tripping,
man. He's just taking it all in, just trying to chill a little bit. There's lots of fighting going on in the stars, so you gotta, how do you gotta relax from all that pressure, Lou?
I'm all good with the fighting, man, because I'm just tooting over here. But those are scary looking eyes.
Yeah, that is
like my
terrifying.
kid would be like hysterical.
Like imagine an 8-year-old just ready to see his favorite Star Wars character, C-3PO.
Especially at the theater, his eyes are this
and especially big. From that shot where it's just looking up at him.
He looks like he's like, yeah. So you'll look at it and let us know if you feel like it sort of fits the part.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very excited for this new Star Wars movie.
You are,
I have to say. Mm-hmm.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, as you nerd out, we're going to take this break. And who's coming out next?
Tim and I are doing an interview with CIBC's Run for a Cure. We did this last week before he decided to selfishly take a vacation. So this is actually a really funny interview, and I don't want to give any of it away. So stay tuned. Make sure you do. And I'll stay tuned for when you're back and I'm back. And I'm going to stop rambling.
I'll just be over here tuned.
See you guys in a minute.
knees and toes, eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel, or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
I am a mother, and I am a sister.
I'm a father.
A wife, a daughter.
I'm Somali lady.
I can very proudly say that I'm a teacher.
A social worker.
I'm a human being.
I have a dream
to be free.
And I wish we live in the world full of peace.
I promise to kick breast cancer's.
I promise to support my mom.
I promise our team will always be there.
I promise to run.
Together, our promises can make breast cancer beatable. Sign up for the Canadian Cancer Society CIBC Run for the Cure.
Now you may be wondering why I'm here on set when I'm actually on vacation. It's because, as you saw from the opening shot, I've been booby-trapped. I've been booby-trapped here by Cynthia. Cynthia is the run director for Run for the Cure. Welcome to Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Good morning, Tim.
I came all the way back from my vacation just to visit you.
Thank you.
It's a total lie. We're pre-recording this. But Alex Parr is here too. Hi, Alex.
Hi. I'm on the morning show so far, so you've been seeing me so far this morning. Yes.
Okay, so Cynthia, the reason that Cynthia is posing under a giant bra with the two boobs over her head and the two boobs beside her is because she and the folks from Run for the Cure have come up with a great idea on how to get some more people involved in the run. Hi, now Cynthia, you are the run director.
I am. I'm the run director for the CIBC Run for the Cure.
And this is an annual event.
It is.
Been going on for how many years?
26 years this year.
Okay.
It's in Sault Ste. Marie.
You've been run director for
3 years.
Out of your 6 years of volunteering?
Yes.
Fantastic. Jeez. Why? You're hearing something from the public. Every year you said you're hearing something.
So every year coming up to the run or after the run, I keep hearing that people aren't hearing about the run and are forgetting about it.
Aha.
So our plan this year is that we want to put the run into people's minds and get it into their, forefront before the run, so that they can sign up and participate.
You want to get the thought in front of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I
exactly.
mean, when I walked into the office today, I sit right by the window, and by the window was, couldn't miss it. That's for sure. It's definitely planted firmly into my mind.
He was pretty excited about that this morning.
Was it, Tim? Come on.
So why? Why the bra? Why the boobs? What are you going to do with this big thing? That's what Dolly Parton says every morning when she wakes up. What am I going to do with these big things?
So we're booby-trapping businesses in Sault Ste. Marie.
I love it. Booby-trap.
Too good.
And what this will do is, if your business is booby-trapped, you will have two options. One is to make a donation to the Run for the Cure.
Okay.
The second option is to sign up a team. So that team could be members of your employees. It could be family, friends.
Sure.
So we benefit by
Any
donations.
club you belong to? Right.
We benefit by participation, so more numbers.
Right.
So this way we get more community involvement.
Absolutely. How does a business get booby-trapped?
So a business gets booby-trapped by contacting myself at my email address or my phone number.
Okay. We can put those on the screen in post-production. We'll get those from you. So while you're saying this, it's actually going to have your phone number and email on the screen.
Perfect.
Okay.
So the bra stays at the business for 1 day.
Okay.
And there is a social media tagline, which is hashtag Booby Trapped Sault Ste. Marie.
Okay.
And there is a bit of a social media plug with this as well. So
get some exposure for your business too.
Exposure for
through
the business.
Websites, through hashtags, right?
Absolutely. So people will be looking for the Booby Trapped bra.
Can't miss it. Can't miss it.
If you walk by a store and saw that hanging in your window, wouldn't you question why it's there? I would go in and say, why is there a big bra?
Nope, I'd faint.
So it gives the business a bit of publicity.
Yes.
Locally. And it gives us some exposure.
Yeah. You get your boobs exposed, Cynthia.
That's all I was thinking too. I'm like, that's a lot of exposure.
Now, the run. When is it happening this year?
The run happens on October 6th. So when the business has completed their day with the Booby Trap bra, we give them a sticker that says Booby Checked for the door. And it has the date of the run on it.
Okay.
So as their patrons are coming and going from their business over the next month, they will see that every time they push the door open or pull it closed. So the date of the run will be up front and in focus of all the businesses that have participated.
Hey, I was just thinking about something too. If, for instance, like Alex, you're going to be going to these locations where the booby trap is located.
I'll be following those boobies all over the city.
Just another day at work for Alex. So you're actually going to go on location,
yes,
and follow the boobs,
right?
Follow the bra.
When they're at a store, I'll go there and say, "Hey, I'm here with the boobs," for lack of a better term.
And then you'll let us know
where they'll be the next day, so you can go and actually follow them the next day.
You can visit the boobs.
There you go.
And then I was thinking, so for instance, let's say I own a store on Queen Street, and I get the boobs for a day, and I decide that I would like to pledge, rather than maybe I only have like 2 employees, 3 employees, and I'm going to just make a donation. Wouldn't it be a great idea also for whoever comes in the store that day, the proprietor can say, hey, this is going on because we're raising money for Run for the Cure for breast cancer awareness and support and resources. So please make a donation while you're in the store today. And that would add to the donation that the store or the business can make, right?
Absolutely.
Or you can tell your staff, we're getting booby trapped today, bring in some extra money to put some money into the... Hey, could you do it like when you go to a nightclub and you put the money in the bra? Now, let's talk about money. Okay, let's actually talk about how your campaign Run for the Cure has done over the years, the amount of money nationally you raised. Can you have some statistics for us, Cynthia?
So nationally, Run for the Cure, CIBC Run for the Cure, is a volunteer-led group.
Okay.
So it's entirely volunteers.
Right.
There's no paid positions in this.
Right.
So across Canada, since we began, we have raised over $15 million.
For breast cancer?
For breast cancer research, awareness, education.
And support.
And support.
And support.
So that nobody has to suffer breast cancer alone.
Right.
Now, we are linked with the Canadian Cancer Society now.
Yes.
But the funds raised at this event are designated for breast cancer.
And this is the one signature breast cancer fundraiser nationally. This is it, right?
This is it.
Okay. So, we know now that if you want to get involved, they're going to look again. We'll put it up one more time. Your email address, your phone number, and that's how they can. But in the meanwhile, you're going to be reaching out. Are you going to be contacting some businesses to ask them if they will sponsor the bra for a day? They get booby trapped?
Yes. So I have talked to a number of different businesses.
How's the response been?
The response has been well received.
Good.
So they like the idea, and it's big but small and manageable enough.
Oh, and it's feather light. Yes, they're lighter than they look. And so once again, do we need to register for this run, for the Run for the Cure?
So the Run for the Cure, there is a registration for that, yes.
And that is done where?
That's done at our regular website, which I can provide again, and we'll have it on the bottom so people can go to register for the run.
We'll put that up at the very end, how to register for the run. Any number, are there limitations on the number of people on a team, or?
No.
Could be big or small?
Yes.
Big or small, they fit them all at the Run for the Cure.
How many puns do you think we could fit into this interview? We've got to be double digits.
I don't know. I double D dare ya. We'll be right back. And we'll see you later. Oh, hey, cup.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Cynthia, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
We are the media sponsor. Superior Media is the media sponsor for the Run for the Cure this year. So over the course of this month, we will be featuring some interviews and some information about breast cancer awareness as much as we can. And as we know, Alex will be in the field, or in the cleavage, as it were.
I'll be right in the thick of it. Don't worry, Sault Marie. I've got your back.
And their front.
And their front.
Cynthia, thank you for all you do for breast cancer awareness, research, and support. And Alex, have fun with the bra.
I don't think I couldn't.
I'm going back on holidays. Enjoy the rest of your week without me.
And we'll see you right after this.
Adoptions create families. Are you thinking of adopting a child from an orphanage or your family in India, Bangladesh, Jamaica, Guyana, or any other country? Let Worldview Adoption, a government-licensed agency with 15 years of experience, help. Parmjeet Mongat and Associates are experienced in handling all adoptions cases, especially relative adoptions with complex immigration issues. For a relative or orphan adoption, domestic or international, call Worldview Adoption for a consultation today.
It's not always this obvious when young people need help. For 30 years, we've shown up for youth. With your donation, you can too.
Prescription drugs. When used properly, they can help. But last year, more than 80,000 Canadian kids used them to get high, even though it can be very dangerous. Prescription drug abuse. It can damage a teen for life. Get the facts and talk with your kids about prescription drug abuse. Visit canada.ca/drug prevention. A message from the Government of Canada.
So the phones are working at City Hall.
Whoops.
Yeah, oopsie then. City Public Works. The phones are out in that building. So if you have to contact them, use email. City Public Works.
Do you know who never makes a boo-boo though?
Who?
KC Security.
Ever. You're
Ever.
good.
That's pretty good, eh? Yeah, I had to slide that in there. All right, okay.
Yeah, way to
KC
go,
Security,
man.
keep sponsoring us, keeping us going every day, loving you, appreciating you. I would give you a big hug if you were here, but you're not. But you know where you are? Right here.
Oh my gosh.
Right here. I don't know. Jacob gave me the what?
Wow.
Was that the 15, the 30? I'm just trying to milk this and stretch it out until we have to go to break.
That was very cute, though. The guys at KC Security, though, were like, where what?
They're going, at least it's not a wrap today.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see you tomorrow morning?
Yes, it's a wrap for today.
Hope to see you tomorrow morning, too. Bye.